What you're about to hear cost me exactly $1 at my local hardware store, and it killed every single cockroach in my apartment within 2 weeks, completely. Now here's what makes me angry. I spent $400 on a pest control company the year before. They came in with sprays, fancy equipment, and a warranty. You know what happened? The cockroaches came back within 3 weeks. Every single time. So I started researching. I went deep into entomology studies, spoke to people who used to work for pest control companies, and I found out something that will genuinely make your blood boil. The solution to cockroaches, the real solution, has been known for over 100 years. It costs almost nothing, and pest control companies have absolutely zero financial incentive to tell you about it. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what it is, how it works, how to use it correctly, where to place it, and the exact schedule to follow. By the end of this video, you will have everything you need to handle a cockroach infestation yourself, permanently. No expensive contracts, no toxic chemical fog in your home, no more callbacks that never fix the problem. Let's get into it. Before I show you the solution, you need to understand why this problem exists, because once you understand it, you'll never overpay for pest control again. The pest control industry is a subscription business. Think about that for a second. Their entire model depends on you having a recurring problem that requires a recurring payment. If they solved your cockroach problem permanently on the first visit, you'd never call them again. That's not good for business. So what do most pest control companies spray? Pyrethroids. These are synthetic insecticides, things like cypermethrin, bifenthrin, deltamethrin. Now these are not useless. They do kill cockroaches on contact. But here's the critical problem. They repel cockroaches. When you spray a repellent insecticide around baseboards and entry points, cockroaches smell it and avoid those areas. They don't cross it. They don't die from it unless they walk directly through a heavy spray, which smart cockroaches, and they are smart, quickly learn to avoid. Worse, these sprays break down fast. Most synthetic pyrethroids lose effectiveness in 30 to 90 days. So the pest control company comes back every month or every quarter, sprays again, charges you again, and the cycle continues. Meanwhile, the cockroaches are hiding deep inside your walls, inside appliances, under the sink, places the spray never reaches. They're breeding in the dark, completely untouched. The other approach companies use is gel bait. And here's where it gets interesting, because gel bait is actually one of the good methods. But companies deliberately underapply it, or use the wrong placements, so the problem is never fully resolved. We'll talk about that shortly. Here's the bottom line. The pest control industry profits from your suffering continuing, and the $1 solution I'm about to show you doesn't repel cockroaches. It attracts them and then kills them slowly, spreading through the entire colony. That's the key difference, and that changes everything. Ladies and gentlemen, meet boric acid. You can buy a 1-pound container of boric acid powder for as little as 90 cents to $3 at most hardware stores, some pharmacies, and online. 1 pound is enough to treat an entire house multiple times over. Now, why does this work so well? Cockroaches have a waxy protective layer on their exoskeleton. This waxy layer keeps them hydrated and protects their body from drying out. When a cockroach walks through boric acid powder, the microscopic crystals attach to their body, their legs, their antennae. They can't avoid it, and they're so small they can't see individual particles. When they groom themselves, and cockroaches groom constantly just like cats, they ingest the boric acid. It then disrupts their digestive system and damages their nervous system. Death follows within 24 to 72 hours. But here's the part that is brilliant and that pest control companies hate. Cockroaches are cannibalistic. When a cockroach dies from boric acid exposure, other cockroaches eat its body and die too. The dead cockroach becomes a secondary bait. This creates a chain reaction through the entire colony. There's more. Female cockroaches carry egg cases called oothecae. When a female dies from boric acid, the nymphs that hatch from those eggs are also exposed. The kill cascades through generations. Compare that to a spray. The spray kills what it directly touches, and that's it. Dead end. A few important notes about boric acid. First, it is low toxicity to humans and pets when used correctly. The key phrase is when used correctly. Do not pour it in piles. Do not apply it in areas where pets or children actively play. A light, barely visible dusting is all you need. We're talking thin lines, not mounds. Second, boric acid loses effectiveness when wet. Do not apply it in actively damp areas. Third, it is not instant. This is a feature, not a bug. Slow kill means the cockroach returns to the colony before dying, spreading the poison further. Sprays kill fast, which means the roach dies alone before spreading anything. Fourth, boric acid is not the same as borax. Borax is less concentrated and often found in laundry aisles. It works, but much more slowly. Pure boric acid, labeled as such, is what you want for cockroaches. Now, boric acid alone is powerful, but if you combine it with the right gel bait, You create something that pest control professionals call a dual action trap system, and it is absolutely devastating to cockroach colonies. Here's what gel bait does. It's a highly attractive food source laced with a slow-acting insecticide, usually indoxacarb or fipronil. Cockroaches can't resist it. They come out of their hiding spots to eat it, ingest the active ingredient, go back to the colony, die there, and get eaten by their colony mates, spreading the poison further. The same cascade principle as boric acid. Now here's something most people don't know. Professional grade gel bait like Advion cockroach gel or MaxForce FC Magnum, the same products pest control companies use, are available to buy directly online for around $10 to $25 a syringe. You are not required to be a licensed pest control operator to buy these, so here's the combination strategy. Step 1. Apply gel bait in the active roach zones, inside cabinets, under the sink, behind the refrigerator, near the stove, and in any crack or gap where you've seen roach activity. Step 2. In areas where roaches travel but don't directly eat, along baseboards, underneath appliances, inside wall voids, apply a thin dusting of boric acid. Not visible piles, a barely visible film. Step 3. Let these two work together over 2 to 4 weeks. The bait attracts roaches out of hiding. The boric acid treats the paths they walk on their way to and from the bait. They get a double dose, bait through eating, boric acid through contact and grooming. This is exactly what a good exterminator does, except they charge $300 for it and don't explain it to you.